Hola clase, en la lección de hoy vamos a aprender cómo usar el pretérito, que es también conocido como el pasado. Hello class, today we are going to learn how to use the preterite tense in Spanish. It is also known as the past tense. As you watch the video, please be sure to pause the video and take notes. What is the preterite tense? The preterite tense is simply one of the past tenses in Spanish. There are several uses for the preterite tense in Spanish. One way to use the preterite tense is when something happened once, either stated or implied, something that happened and finished. For example, yo canté karaoke una vez. I sang karaoke once. Another example, el árbol se cayó. The tree fell. Cayó, it happened once. The tree fell. It's something that happened and ended in a moment's notice. Another way of using the preterite is when something happened at a specific number of times. For example, él corrió al baño 5 veces. He ran to the bathroom 5 times. Okay, it happened a specific amount of times. It happened 5 times and then it ended. When something happened over a specific period of time. Another example. Él fue al salón anoche. Ella fue al salón anoche. I apologize. She went to the salon last night. Okay, it happened at a specific time and it ended. Okay. Yo fui una mesera por 4 años. I was a waitress for 4 years. Okay, she was a waitress once in her life and it ended. She is no longer a waitress. Okay. To describe one's feelings in the moment. Okay. Yo me enojé. I got mad. Okay, so it happened. She was mad. She is no longer mad. It's past tense, but it only happened a specific time. Okay, and to say there was, as in there happened. Okay, an example. Hubo una fiesta. There was a party. Okay, it happened once and it ended. Okay, clase, ahora we are going to learn how the preterite tense is formed. How do we conjugate the preterite tense? We conjugate the verb by taking out the AR from the stem of the verb. We then write the stem of the verb, C-O-N-T, con, to each pronoun. And then we add the new ending. For yo, the ending is e, with a accent mark. For tú, the ending is aste. For nosotros, the ending is amos. For él, ella y usted, the ending is o. For ellos and ustedes, the ending is aro. The new verb now is contar is the infinitive verb and the preterite is yo conté. Tú contaste. Nosotros contamos. Él, ella, usted contó. Ellos y ustedes contaron. Now let's look at how to conjugate verbs with ER and IR endings. Notice that the ER and IR verbs have the same conjugation in the preterite tense. Same rule applies. We drop the ER and the IR from the infinitive and then we add the new endings according to the subject pronoun. Okay, so for entender, yo entendí. Tú entendiste. Nosotros entendimos. Él, ella, usted entendió. Ellos y ustedes entendieron. For the IR verb salir, yo salí. Tú saliste. Nosotros salimos. Él, ella, usted salió. After reviewing stem changing verbs in the present tense, we know that the verbs contar, entender, and salir are stem changers in the present tense form. If we were to conjugate these verbs in the present tense, we would conjugate them by yo cuento. Él entiende. Él sale. But as you can see, in the preterite tense, these verbs do not stem change. Very important. In the preterite tense, these verbs do not stem change. Also notice that there are accent marks on the first and third person forms of the preterite verbs. Accent mark on the first person form and the third person. Okay? Accent marks are extremely important because they significantly change the meaning of the sentence if not used. Gracias, classes. This will conclude the introduction of the preterite tense. Tomorrow we will learn how to use the preterite tense with irregular verbs.